Hey everybody, welcome back and thanks for clicking on this video. We are back again to discuss more about the topic of making homemade MREs. In this video though, I'm not going to make an MRE. We're not going to go to a store and buy all the ingredients. What I want to talk about now is something that a lot of you keep asking me about, and that is things like adding accessories into your homemade MREs. Part of the strategy behind what I've been doing with the videos that you've been watching and giving me so much love for with my homemade MREs from different locations is that everything in those videos comes from the same place, which only allows for so much when it comes to gathering all the little accessories and such that really need to go in there. If you're building MREs to store them, or if you've got a trip coming up and you're trying to put meals together, you're not going to just want to go to one place and get everything and then try to build it that way. There are some extras that you just want to put in there. And it's very plausible to put together accessory packs that you can just toss into any MRE and have certain things on hand that you already need. What I want to talk about today is items that you can buy in bulk so that you can save a little bit of money when you're building your MREs, plus putting together your accessory kits that will go in and accompany the food. So as you're out shopping and you come across these items, it's a good idea to grab up a few of them and put them in a stockpile that you'll use when it comes time to pack. Let's discuss a scenario. Maybe you're packing up multiple MREs to put into a tub for an emergency situation. Or let's say you're going on a group camping trip and you've been tasked with putting together one particular meal. Maybe it's for a hiking excursion and everybody needs something that's simple to keep up with. So you want to create 5 or 6 meals that your friends are absolutely going to love and will remember from this day forward. So let's look at some ways to gather some items that you need, things that you can buy in bulk packs and distribute throughout multiple MREs. So the first thing we want to talk about is coffee. As I've been going through this process of creating my MREs from different locations, one thing that I found that I've really enjoyed is these instant coffee packs like this Taster's Choice or the Cafe Bustelo coffee that I've gotten so many comments from people talking about how much they love that coffee. These are really easy to find, super cheap. They come in multi-packs and you can buy them cheap enough that you can put a couple of packs in every MRE. Experiment until you find one that you particularly like and stay with that brand. If you're not somebody that likes to be adventurous when it comes to things like buying instant coffee, then get one that you know you like and just buy a few of those. And something to go with that is I found at Dollar Tree, they had these Clover Valley French Vanilla Cafe Creamers. These are little sachets of powdered creamer that you can add to your coffee. This is a 12 pack. They're super cheap. You know, the best thing about these too is that you don't have to just use them for coffee. You can use them for other things. If you want to add a certain element of creaminess to something like, say, oatmeal, you can sprinkle this in there, stir it in, and it will add a little bit of an extra boost of flavor. Of course, you can also buy hot cocoa mix. This is something that if you want a special treat, especially if you're doing an outing where you know you're going to be out late and everybody maybe wants to sit around the campfire and drink cocoa, throw one of these packs in there. But you know, one of the coolest things about hot cocoa mix and instant coffee is that you can make a campfire mochaccino like this. Got my hot water in here. This is something that my wife has discovered that she really likes. I made it for her one day and she absolutely loved it. Put our hot cocoa mix in there. We're going to take our instant coffee mix, throw that in there, and just stir it all up together. I'm gonna wear it. Got cocoa mix and coffee on me. You don't even have to add any creamer or sweetener into this because it's already in the hot cocoa mix. Now we've got an extra little fireside treat that's every bit, well, maybe not every bit, but it's pretty comparable to Starbucks, especially if you're out in the woods. That is not bad. Not bad at all. Next, let's talk about drink mixes. I've gotten mixed reviews. A lot of people are not fans of the drink sachets. A lot of people really love them. It really just depends on your personal taste. I've tried the Crystal Light tea in a couple of my videos, and that was pretty decent, but I found a couple of other varieties, and some of them are things that you viewers have suggested to me. But these are something that you can buy in these bulk packs and use them to build multiple MREs. One thing I found that was specifically pointed out by you guys is the Canada Dry drink mixes. I've never tried these. I grabbed this at Dollar General. This comes in a 6-pack. Of course, each one of these mixes with a bottle of water. Now, since I've never tried this particular kind and I'm extremely curious about it, I do like ginger ale, and this is the cranberry ginger ale. So I'm really interested to try this. So I'm gonna mix this with a bottle of water. We're gonna give this a try and see if these are as good as y'all told me they were. I don't wanna lose faith in my audience. So these, of course, are artificially sweetened. That's the thing about this size sachet is they do not contain sugar. There's just not enough room in that pack to contain enough sugar that would sweeten something this size. Shaky, shaky. All right, so let's give this a try. So it's basically like drinking flat ginger ale, I'm guessing. Got a pleasant aroma to it. It's very light, not overpowering. Let's give it a taste. It's very different from anything else I've ever tried in one of these flavor packs. Okay, there it is. At first I wasn't really tasting the ginger ale, but it kind of comes in as kind of an aftertaste. Kind of gets to the back of your throat and comes up through your nose, and that's when you really start to pick up on it. What I'm not getting in it is cranberry. The sweetener in it is a little strong. It's not overly sweet, it's just I can tell there's an artificial sweetener there. But it's not bad at all. And if you're a fan of these kind of drinks, you're probably gonna love this. Now, one thing that my wife suggested to me was trying some of these Gator Light packs. If you're in a hot environment or if you're going hiking and you know you're going to be losing electrolytes, this is a good idea to put in your pack. This comes in a pack of 6. Now, these are a little more expensive. This is one of those things that you get specifically because you know you're going to need to replace electrolytes. You're not buying this just because you need a flavored drink to throw in there. This has a very specific purpose. So keep that in mind when you're getting these things. If you're going into a hot environment, if you're going to be exerting yourself a lot, then you're going to need something to kind of put some of those nutrients back in your system. And this is a good way to go. And then, of course, there's good old-fashioned tea bags. One of the things I try to look for when I'm buying bags of tea is tea that comes in an individually wrapped package inside the container. These are completely sealed, which means they're going to stay fresh. Other flavors that might be in that kit are not going to mix with that and throw off the taste. I mean, you can use a regular tea bag. It'd be better if you put it in something like a Ziploc bag or something like that. But I think these are going to stay fresh longer simply because they are individually packaged. But anytime you're buying tea for these, look for those individual packages, and a lot of times they'll have a picture on the box that shows that, or you can Google it really quick to see if those are individually wrapped or if it's just a loose tea bag. All right, so let's talk about those ways to get a little bit of nutrition and a little bit of a treat at the same time, and that's items like freeze-dried fruit. Freeze-dried fruit is a great option. It's super lightweight, has a great flavor to it, and a lot of times you can get a little bit of extra nutrition. I picked up these freeze-dried strawberries. These are Great Value, which is a Walmart brand. I got these at the Walmart Neighborhood Market, and it comes in a pack of 6. So the great thing about this is they're already individually wrapped. It's in a sealed Mylar pouch, and you can throw that in your kit and you're good to go. Once again, if I'm going on something where there's gonna be a lot of exertion, if I'm gonna be sweating, if I'm gonna be doing a lot of exercising, I'm probably gonna look for freeze-dried bananas as opposed to strawberries. Bananas have that extra advantage of having potassium, which is really good for you, especially if you're prone to things like leg cramps after a day of exercise. So these being the Great Value store brand, I'm gonna give them a taste and see if they're any good. They smell good. Wow, as soon as I unzip that package, it's just like, whew. Strawberry, smell really good. Those are good. I like that. You know, one of the neat things about freeze-dried fruit that a lot of people are not aware of is that you can take these and you can reconstitute them. You can throw in a little bit of hot water and come back almost like a macerated strawberry. And then you can take those and throw them on things like, you know, maybe crush up some Ritz Crackers or something like that. And it's almost like eating a strawberry cobbler. But now here's my warning when it comes to freeze-dried fruit or any kind of freeze-dried stuff. The more humid the environment you're in, the quicker they're going to start pulling moisture out of the air. And if you leave them sitting out for any period of time at all, I'm talking even just a few minutes, they're going to start trying to reconstitute by pulling that humidity. Then you're going to take a bite of them. They're no longer crunchy. They're starting to feel stale and soggy. So once you open that pack, shove them down the gullet. Moving on to some side dishes or some extra snacks, I came across these at Dollar Tree and I thought this was really cool. This is a 9-pack of cheddar cheese square crackers, kind of like Cheez-Its, Cheese Nips. If y'all have looked at my Family Dollar video, you can see that there's a battle between the two of them going on in the comment section, but I think Cheez-Its are winning by a landslide. But these are basically just a store brand of those chips. They come in this 9-pack, so I mean, that's gonna go a long way. It is a small portion, but honestly, you don't really wanna pack your MRE with a whole lot of large packages. So the more you can find these smaller packs, the better off you're gonna be in the long run. And if you feel like you need more than that, then here's a solution, add 2. All right, let's give these a taste and see if Dollar Tree's version of Cheez-Its are any good. They smell really good. They smell very cheesy. They're good. They're not quite as good as Cheez-Its or the name brand stuff, but I mean, those really, here's the thing. I don't even know if I can say they're not as good. It's a little different flavor. You can love Cheez-Its and you'll probably enjoy these too. They're not bad at all. Yeah, I'd absolutely buy these again. And to be able to get them for 9 packs for $1.25, that's a bargain. Then of course we have one of my favorites, these Snack Time Snack Crackers. This is a 6-pack. Each pack is individually wrapped, so you have a small portion that is already packaged up and just right for throwing in your pack to go. For $1.25 for 6 packs of these things, you can load up on this stuff. And these are kind of like a Ritz cracker. It's like a butter cracker, so they go with just about anything. You can go sweet or savory with these things and they're gonna work perfectly. And you can see the size of the package. It's not an exorbitant amount, so you're not going to feel bad if you eat everything, but it's also not just going to make you mad. Some of the meal entrees that you're going to get to go in your kits really could benefit from something like this on the side. You can use them to crumble on top or scoop your food out. Now this was something super cool that I found, and I can see adding this into my accessory packs. And that's these little mini packs of unfiltered raw honey. Now the price on the shelf may look like a lot, but there are 20 of them in here. You can take these things out, you can throw them in an accessory pack, you can add them with something else, especially if you have tea bags as one of your drinks. You take one of these things, put it with that, and you've got an almost decadent drink by having hot tea with some honey in it. You can use this to sweeten coffee, you can just throw it in a bottle of water, or you can just take a hit straight out of this little container if you're just needing a boost of sugar. And then again, there's another option. We're gonna give this one a try. We're gonna see how this is. But here's a great way to try this stuff. Let's get out some of these. Get out these Dollar Tree Ritz Crackers and give that put a little bit on there. Looks lovely. It's got a great natural honey smell. Let's go in. Wow, that is really, really good. You're just sitting around a campfire, needing a little something sweet. That's hard to beat right there. That is a flavor almost like sopapillas from a Mexican restaurant, if you've ever had that. That's very reminiscent of that. That combination of those crackers and this honey, yep, that's exactly what that tastes like. Wow, that takes me way back. Oh yeah, throw a couple packs of that in every one of your MREs. I don't care what you got in there, throw that in there. That by itself, that's good. When it comes to desserts, this next item is really hard to beat. I found these things at a number of different stores in individual packs, and they're always kind of expensive. Sometimes paying as much as $3 or $4 for a pack. Y'all have seen these in another video. I got these shortbread butter cookies. These things are absolutely spectacular. Great flavor. It's a good mood booster and morale builder. You can do a lot with these. I mean, I wish I had saved a little bit of that honey because I would have broke one of these open and tried it. These come in a pack of 4 for $1.25. You can grab a couple packs of these things and make a whole lot of people happy, or just make yourself really happy several times. But as far as the perfect cookie to throw into my MREs, I have not been able to beat these yet. I love the flavor. They have a good long shelf life. These are all individually packaged and sealed. These things are going to be around and fresh for a good long time. Before I go on to this last item, one thing I wanted to address is I have been really surprised over the last couple of years. I've done a few videos talking about military MREs, and I've done a few homemade MRE videos, and of course with this particular series getting more and more popular, there's a lot of people that are jumping on board, but I have been really surprised at how many people out there will venomously come after me about things I say about military MREs. I don't go around trashing them. I don't go around telling you not to get them. There are people out there that act like I'm absolutely challenging their existence by saying anything that makes people think something negative about the military MRE. There's apparently a community out there that worships these things and thinks that they are the salvation of humanity. And if you're one of those people, I'm sorry if this offends you. I'm not saying that you should stay away from military MREs. I'm just saying there are other options out there. But on the other hand, I am saying, please calm down just a little. You don't have to be angry. You don't have to be aggressive. It's gonna be okay. This is all in fun, or at least it's supposed to be. For me, it's fun. For them, maybe not. Also, this is a great opportunity if you haven't done so already. Please leave a like for this video. Drop me a comment down below. Tell me if you tried any of these items in here and what you think is the coolest thing. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We're growing like crazy right now, and I love watching those numbers tick up. All right, so this last item was something that I found quite by accident. I was checking out at Dollar Tree when I saw these things on the shelf. It was one of those things that I've seen these in every military MRE, but I've never seen them in this kind of packaging. And so I had to get them because this is one of those things that I think would be absolutely perfect to throw in your accessory kit and finish it out properly. And that is these little Chickle style gum packs. Look at this. There are individual packages in here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 20 packs of gum for $1.25 in here. They're tiny little packs of 4 pieces in each pack. You can throw that into your accessory kit, throw that into your MRE, and at the end of the day, once you've eaten that meal, you can throw in a couple of pieces of these chewing gum and feel completely refreshed. I thought that was so cool. All I've ever seen these things in is like the square boxes and stuff. And I don't want to put a whole pack of gum into every MRE that I do, but this is absolutely perfect. The size of these things is just right. The portion of it's just right. And if you don't use it all right then, there's not a whole lot of stuff going to waste. And to me, that's what this is really all about, is buying things that package up in a way that you're not throwing a bunch of stuff away. As you start getting together all the things that you're going to need to really fill out your MREs and finish them off properly, what I like to do is I like to take cutoffs from vacuum seal bags that I've used for other projects and put my accessory kits in those. That way they're already together and I can just toss one in a bag when I'm making MREs. Always good to have extras on hand. That way you don't have to think about it when you're putting the rest of it together. All right, so that's it for this video about buying things in bulk for your homemade MREs. If there is a place that you think I should go to put together one of my single location homemade MREs, please drop me a comment below and tell me about it. And if you're enjoying this series, please check in, let me know about it. Every comment helps with the algorithm and gets this video in front of more people. I cannot tell you how happy it makes me when people tell me that they feel like they learned something or they got inspired by one of these videos to go out and do this stuff. This tells me I am not wasting my time standing here in front of this camera talking to you. Absolutely love to get all the feedback, all the support and love from you guys. Those other guys that want to be negative, who needs them? But let them leave their comments. Let the world see who they are. But that's going to wrap this one up, and until the next one, prepare for the world that you live in, not the one you wish existed. And we'll see you around.